Well, this was the game I wanted to show you guys, but apparently this very small micro patch that came out means I can't play the replays from this game. So Walt had an absolute rampage in his E25, and I ran along with him. I did okay. I did all right. We both got second class badges. Can't be that great. But, we went in there and we cleaned out 9 of the enemy team. you know, he gets a high caliber. That's pretty cool. I get to roll around behind him. I cleaned up. I got 5 kills. He got 4. We're top on damage. We're top on experience. That's pretty cool. And we both made money. I made more money because I'm a capitalist and have a premium account. But, this is the game I wanted to show you. It was actually really fun. We were hooting while we were playing that game. But now I have to make fun of Minsk. Hey guys, it's Seattle Forge, and I'm on a map I hate, Minsk. I also hate this guy in the Thunderbolt, who apparently just wanted to run into me. And I'm running this at ×2 speed because it's otherwise quite unwatchable. So, what do I hate about Minsk? Well, what's to like about it? You have 2 corridors on either end, the east and the west of the map, where things with armor go to try to trade. And then you have this big wide open space where stupids like me go. And it's a slow play. I could run up to that berm where the MT-25 is and just get my ass shot to pieces. But when there's, 15 tanks per side, there's still a lot of unseen guns. And there's only one arty in this game, which is nice. And by the way, it sucks to play arty on this map as well, because not that many tanks go in the middle, and they're usually moving at full chat so they don't get fucking cacked. And there aren't really a lot of great places for the artillery to go. There's a couple pockets in the back where you can kind of stay hidden, but other than that, not very interesting locations, not many opportunities, because as you see, the 1-2 line, completely full of tanks. The 9-0 line, completely full of tanks, and all of that's obfuscated by tall buildings. Alright, well, lays a pounding on the enemy team. That's nice. It's 4-4, keeping it even. So right now, and our P43 Bis, he was in there taking cheeky shots at people over the shoulder, that sort of thing. But he, for the rest of the game, is going to stay in the back and farm win 8. And I've kind of been doing the same thing myself, because that's exactly what happens when you try to light tank a little bit. You're spotted immediately, and the invisible guns come out to prey on you. So I'm heading back into a bit more cover, at least from those guys who are hiding behind the buildings on the flanks of this map. Try to see if I can get a shot on this 45 TP. But even when I play heavies and mediums on this that have a bit of armor, it's boring. It's boring, and there are so many chokeholds in the buildings. It's not like, when we had the first Stalingrad, it was fantastic because it was all of these open corridors and running around buildings and hard cover, but it was open. And then the next version of the map came and they closed off a lot of the openings. They didn't like all the free flowing. It turned more into corridors again, and that's what this is. It boxes you into a couple different locations where you then get heat spammed because people are frustrated. And basically, I'm going to have to live my life in this bush and occasionally bounce shots off an IKEA. Now, Walt was removed some time ago, so I am on my own in regards to my platoon. People are keeping it even. We still have a couple of heavy tanks, and they do not. And I am getting tricked out spotted here. The trades are real. But what I see developing now is, got a 45 TP who's actually having a pretty nice game, and he's doing his job as a heavy tank, but he's backing off because he's taking a bit of a pounding and he has no support. And the P43 Bis is actually hanging out around the artillery waiting for some kind of snipe action to happen. And the MT-25 is scared to come out. Totally get it, dude. And the T-25 AT has kept he's got 2 kills, but he's kept kind of back so that he doesn't get shot. So everybody's kind of scared, and I'm like, it's 10-9 against. I'm not going to get these guys to shoot anything that I spot. I don't quite know what to do. And then the enemy team does do something to make it a little easier on us shortly. They make a break for it. Watch the Biss peel out of there. Whoa, no, no, no. I don't get spotted. He's like, nope, that's good map awareness. He saw somebody was coming around the flank, and he's like, fuck you, artillery. I'm going to my maximum spotting range. And the MT-25 goes even further than that. Oh, he's going to go hang out with the Biss. And the T-25AT, he's running towards the cap to help. Then the MT-25 decides he's going to run towards the cap to help. But what I thought was maybe, okay, there's two of them there. Maybe, do I stay there and spot and peck, but they're behind the buildings? Oh, there's three of them there now. Or do I make a run for it to try to take out some weak tanks and flank? So I'm going to try and flank, except I'm driving really poorly, running into everything. And so let's see, 1, doesn't pen, 2, doesn't pen, 3, finally pens the unarmored IKEA, and I ran into those bricks because I'm a moron. And I was really trying to keep an eye on the map, and I probably had a drink. But I'm also stunned, hit by artillery, but at least now I have an indication of where he is. And we don't quite know where the Scorpion is, and that's got me concerned because that's a big gun. I mean, he can theoretically one-shot me when I have full health, but I'm down to 146. When are we going to fix that bug that shows the crew that's down but isn't down? And I take 1 miss. 2 miss. Alright. Took 3 shots to take his last 86 hit points. Lorraine shoots at me and misses, and I get 2 into him there. It's going to take me, and I love this tank, don't get me wrong, but it's going to take me 4 shots to take out a tier 7 artillery. Alright, and now we're down to just the easy 8. We're down to just the easy 8. Did we create some panic? Perhaps. Did our team just man up at the last minute? Perhaps. But that's how we finish one off. I hate this map. I hate it. I really wish I could have showed you the E25 game. I really do. Alright, so did alright. Get a second class badge and a fighter badge. And in fact, I get this Orlix medal thing, which is for killing 2 more enemy tanks in a light tank in one battle, and they're 1 tier higher. The end result was actually fairly nice with 4 kills, put some shots into things. But even the things I killed were mostly one-shots that I had to shoot at multiple times with gold rounds. Came up with top experience for both teams, which is nice. Certainly nowhere close to top damage. Scorpion on the enemy team actually came in with the high caliber and had double. Well, no, okay, not quite double. Our Scorpion, she did pretty well. But he did almost double most of the top damage earners on my team. Now, I usually do a lot better with this gun, to be quite honest, but I did start out shooting at that T-34-3 who was angled. That was bad. But I did bounce on some tanks that I just shouldn't have been bouncing off of. So 25 shots fired, only 13 hit. And 10 penetrations, only 784 damage. I was not really sniping in this tank. I was going in for kills there at the end, so it was all pretty close up. But in the end, we did what light tanks are supposed to do, which is do end-of-game cleanup. Try to get spots at the beginning and then do end-of-game cleanup, and that's what happened. I got a bond for the Orlix. Anyway, fine result. Wish I could have showed you the other game.